Only Hollywood could think that they could make a movie based on a Greek epic that is integral to Greek culture, but yet not star a single Greek cast member, none that are even putting on a Greek accent, or even shoot it in Greece. I mean, what were they thinking? And yet Brad Pitt still made the movie Troy, and you didn't seem to mind. You know, the one with the blonde Achilles and the Scottish Agamemnon and his Irish brother and the German Helen of Troy. Oh no, it's the other one you were thinking of, isn't it? It's that one we have a problem with. For all the same reasons, right? For some reason, now that Chris Nolan's done pretty much the same thing, in the same way with the same standards of accuracy, oh no, now the internet is blowing up. And it makes you wonder, what's the real reason? Because it clearly isn't that, right? Because, I mean, it's not as if the Brad Pitt movie was even the first or the only version of even that story to take hideous liberties. Hollywood is really famous for being historically inaccurate, and generally, as long as it's entertaining, nobody minds. So why do we mind this time? Yeah, let's face it, we know what the answer is. You know what the answer is, right? And I know, you're not a racist, right? But what if you were making space for a lot of people that are? Well, we can see that happening. And yes, the actress has been saying some really dumb things. I get that. But then if you were only going to watch a movie where the lead actors didn't say really dumb things, you'd be sitting at home twiddling your thumbs. Yeah, unless you're a Scientologist or a Mormon, why are you watching movies? Because an awful lot of them are funded by, produced by people who are members of, or starring people who are members of those organizations. I guess you don't agree with their politics, and yet it doesn't seem to be a problem. So why is it now? By the way, if the camera is horrendously shaky, I do apologize. I'm taking Thing 2 for a walk there. While Thing 1 is asleep and Mum is doing some post-pregnancy exercises. So anyway, and by the way, yes, I know this movie may well age like a loaf of bread. The movie's not out yet. My issue is not about the movie. And you know what? If you don't want to go watch it, don't. And if you go and watch it and you hate it, fine, that's okay. You know, it's a free world. My issue here is, are you being told just don't think? I mean, just because the actress can say some things that shows that she's not thinking with her own brain, doesn't mean you don't have to. The main criticisms have been that the main actress is BLACK, and also that she looks like this in that particular screenshot. So let's just deal with that. Firstly, Beyonce looks like this in that screenshot. The last Helen of Troy looks like this in that screenshot. Surprise, surprise, nobody's face looks beautiful in every single pose that they pull. And this really is where it really started to get my goat what I was seeing online. Because we saw this with Supergirl, with Millie Alcock. The vast majority of the reasons people gave for not wanting to see the film or thinking that it would be bad is, oh, she looks like Will Poulter in photographs, lol. Right, okay, but she also looks like this in photographs. And yet, because we can find a still of her looking not like Miss World, suddenly this is a reason to not just not go and watch the movie, but to hate on it and to hate on her and send loads of personal abuse against her. I mean, is this who you are? Is this really what you want to be? Is this what we're judging movies on now? I mean, really? And I'm not a feminist, and I've made so many videos railing against race swaps. It's not even funny. Go check out my channel, look at this. I hate the overly feminization of cinema. I hate gender swaps and all the rest of it. I'm not about that. And I probably will be accused of shilling for both sides on this. That tends to happen when I do these opinion videos. But my point is this. The vast majority of what you're seeing for reasons to hate on this movie, to not go and watch this movie, they're based on either really spurious reasoning, a screenshot that you just didn't like, the fact that someone said something stupid, or just, and I don't use this word lightly really, because some of my videos I could be accused of this as well, but I'm actually seeing it here. Closet racism. And in some cases, not in the closet at all. And okay, sure, you're not racist. I get that. I get that that's not a thing that someone can accuse you of. But look in the comments, not mine. I'm hoping there'll be some. No, look in the comments when people are doing their opinion videos on you know, like Critical Drinker or whatever. I'm not accusing him of this, but look in the comments and what you'll see are the people who are blatantly racist. They are blatantly sexist. And when we start making these kinds of noises, well, she shouldn't be in it because she's black, even though we might have this really legitimate reason to stand against like race swaps and things like that, we're creating cover for people who just have that hate and are just looking for a place where they can let it out. Now you're at work with me. Sorry, my mic died, so I've had to change things around. Anyway, look, I don't understand this casting any more than you do. Whether it's Page or Lupita or Zendaya. Let's not let that one slip away. Although I actually do think she does kind of look a little bit Greek from the era. But anyway, I do not understand these castings any more than you do. I am not saying this film is going to be great. I don't know. Neither do you. That's sort of the point. I'm getting into my car. So look at it this way, right? Ellen Page, Elliot Page, whatever you want to call that person. The rumor started that this person was playing Achilles. And then the internet went nuts. Remember? The rumor went everywhere. And now people are now saying, oh, I'm not going to watch the movie because of this. It has never been the case. No one in the production, in any way related to the production, ever said that they were playing Achilles. And yet, that rumor that was started by someone was enough to put loads of people off watching this movie. Now, you're not that gullible, right? And yet, people have got this idea in their head that this movie is woke trash, that it's all the usual complaints that you get. And there might be some legitimate complaint that you can make about this, but so much of it is just obvious trash. It's blatant anti-transism, and I'm not like necessarily pro-trans at all. But what I can see is someone made up that rumor for a reason. Someone started spreading that story with absolutely no fact behind it for a reason. People are putting comments like this, creating memes like this for a reason. And maybe that's not you. But when we start buying into this stuff, when we start, ratioing that trailer, following the crowd, even though there's only a few people in that crowd that are just so full of, I don't know, some kind of vengeful hatred, for whatever reason, we become part of that, whether we wanted to or not. And what I'm saying is this: I'm not saying don't go and watch the movie. I'm not saying that you should be fine with race swapping and gender swapping and all of the message nonsense. I'm not saying that you should buy into any of that. I'm just not sure it's actually going on here. Certainly not in the way that you've been maybe led to believe. So what I'm saying is this: think for yourself. Use your own brain. Don't let anyone online tell you what to think about this film or any other film. If you like the look of the film with your own eyes, using your own brain, then go give it a shot. And maybe you'll hate it when you come out. Maybe everything that they're saying is true. But maybe not. You won't know unless you give it a go with an open mind. And this channel is all about approaching ideas that you are not used to, that maybe make you uncomfortable, with an open mind, being a grown-up and having a sensible discussion about it, because we should be able to do that, right? And the one thing that stands against that is being told what to think and following along like a lemming. Don't be that guy. Don't be as dumb and impressionable as maybe other people take you for. You're smart enough to have your own words and your own thoughts to represent yourself. Unlike this daft woman who's clearly regurgitating whatever she's been told to. Don't fall for it. Okay, channel update to close out. Ex Uno is nearing launch. That's the sci-fi cinematic universe of which this YouTube channel is all about. We're going to be launching our 9 new sci-fi short films soon, and that's going to start the universe off that gives you opportunities to get involved and actually be a storyteller, be a filmmaker, be an actor within this universe. And everything that you make is completely monetizable. You own rights to it and everything. It's a whole new invention. Nothing like this has ever happened before. It's been building for a very long time, and we're approaching the point where we're ready to start releasing these things now. Just before we do, we're going to do a crowdfunder, and that's going to raise money for like marketing costs and things like that. And I'm also working on a project that will allow literally hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people, to get involved and place themselves within the Ex Uno universe overnight. This is going to be an absolute revolution in storytelling. It's something new is coming. It's called Ex Uno. I will update more in the near future. But anyway, I've had my little rant. Feel free to tell me how wrong I am in the comments, or even tell me if you agree with me. Remember, this is exunocommunitas, where we're free to have dangerous discussions about things where we do not agree. I think it's a very important thing for humanity. Anyway, that said, I'm done. I hope to see you next time, and thank you for listening.